What up, guys? In my last video, I talked about why I quit coding a year ago. And a lot of people watched that video and assumed that I'm never going to post a YouTube video on this channel again. There were a lot of comments saying goodbye messages, thanking me for all the work I've done on the channel, but in that video, I never once said that I'm not going to post YouTube videos anymore. I just said that over the past year, I stopped coding and I've been focusing on live streaming, so I haven't been posting. But I did see a lot of other comments saying, just post random things, post about your life, post about random various topics, and maybe some people will tune in. So I thought in this video I could keep it kind of relevant by talking about how much income you can make as a programming creator online. When it comes to coding content creation, I would say I started pretty early on along with a bunch of my friends, other coding content creators. I've talked to dozens of coding content creators. Anyone else you watch on YouTube, I've probably had a conversation with, talked to. I know about their income and how people earn income. So I'm going to break it down for you guys here because being a content creator is actually just as valid of a career path nowadays as becoming something like a software engineer. And you can earn a similar income to a software engineer, if not more money. All right, so I'm just going to start by showing you guys my YouTube creator dashboard. So this is what my YouTube dashboard looks like. You can see we got 402,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. And if I go to my analytics here, I could see all of the things on a month-to-month basis for my income, my subscribers, watch time, views, etc. Now I'm going to head over to revenue. This is for a 400,000 subscriber channel. And I'm going to go to lifetime just to show you my channel's lifetime AdSense revenue. So for my YouTube channel, which has had AdSense enabled since around 2019, September 5th, 2019, I have made $103,000 in AdSense. Now, I'm sure you guys are aware of what AdSense is. This is when you click on a video and an ad plays and people watch it, or even if they skip it. I don't know exactly how it works, but the ad will play and I get paid for that. And I can put those ads in pretty much any of my videos. I would say on my biggest months, my AdSense was like 6,000, 7,000 if I had like a huge video. And on my smaller months, like this is basically the smallest since I started, I am currently at around $500 a month. Now, you guys might be thinking, since 2019 to now, 100,000 only, that's only like 20,000 a year. How do you survive off of that? And my answer to that is sponsorships and affiliates. Not to mention, I didn't really rely on that income at all in the past year. The AdSense has been completely horrible because I haven't posted a single YouTube video. And so essentially this figure boils down to $103,000 for 30 million views, which 30 million views is actually quite a bit. And you might think this is a pretty low amount for 30 million views. Now that's because of demographic. And this is very important when it comes to YouTube and getting paid and AdSense. So basically, depending on the type of YouTube channel you have, you're going to get more or less AdSense than other types of channels. A finance channel, for example's AdSense is extremely high. However, a programming content creator's YouTube channel, their AdSense is actually going to be really low. And so this is going to come down to demographic for the most part. So if I go to my audience, we're going to see that I have a ton of people from India watching me. Now, for other YouTube channels, their United States demographics going to be much higher and their India demographics going to be much lower. And as you can see, does AdSense to Indian demographic pay less? Yes, AdSense payouts could be lower for websites targeting Indian demographics compared to targeting in countries like US or UK. However, if you're interested in becoming a programming content creator, do not be worried because while the AdSense might be a little bit low, the sponsorship rates are extremely high. I personally have a bunch of other friends that do YouTube in spaces like self-help or fitness or live streaming, and they don't get nearly the sponsorship rates that I was getting for my YouTube channel. And this is why if you watch coding YouTubers, you're gonna see tons of sponsorships and tons of affiliates every single video. For my channel with 400,000 subscribers, which really isn't that crazy to achieve, when I'm consistently posting on a weekly basis, for 90-second shout outs to companies, I could get anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. And for dedicated videos where you spend the whole video focusing on a product, you can get even more. So if you guys watch these coding YouTubers and they're randomly just reviewing an entire product for 20 minutes, which I'll admit I've done in the past, they're getting paid to do that a lot. I would say if you're posting around once a week, you could easily make $200,000 a year just by putting sponsorships in your videos if you're getting good average views. By the way, I'm editing this video right now and I forgot to talk about how sponsorship rates are calculated. So how much these YouTube creators are getting paid to say, and the sponsor of this video is, that's usually based on the average views of your video. So if you're getting really high average views, you can leverage that to get way higher sponsorship rates because the sponsor might expect your next video to get good views if your past 5 videos have been getting good views. However, in coding content creation, a lot of the companies are worried about positive brands, being a good brand fit, not having anything negative about you online. So if you have a positive background, like if you worked at a FAANG company and you've never said anything wrong, even if you're not getting those really high average views, sometimes these companies will still pay you a lot of money because you're a smart, qualified individual. You can make that video and they could use it for training purposes, educational purposes, or other things as well. So there's a lot that goes into it, but most of the time, I'd say average views is like a good indicator. If you're getting 100K average views plus, you're going to be getting a certain rate compared to 1 million views average. You're going to be getting a way higher rate from these sponsorship shoutouts. And then on top of that, you've got the affiliates and the courses. Now, the affiliates are much easier. That's what most people do, where a company has like courses and stuff. They'll reach out to me and I promote them to my audience and I get a cut like 50%. Or for example, if I do like a video on how I coded a website using ChatGPT and I have an affiliate cut with a company like Hostinger, I could make upwards of 20 to 30,000 on a single video's affiliate fees just from promoting a hosting platform. So basically, if you think a video could go viral and you want to make a bunch of money, you're going to want to get an affiliate. Now, for the people that aren't lazy, what you could do to make the most amount of money is you could create your own product, whether that's a course or some kind of software as a service or actually some kind of physical product. If you could successfully sell your own product, that's where you're going to get the big bucks. And that's where you see some of the biggest creators like Mr. Beast or Logan Paul. Those people are becoming billionaires now from creating and selling their own product. So I'll show you guys a few other things before I wrap up that you might find interesting. So this is a 1.2 million view video. This paid $5,000. This is a 2 million view video. This paid $11,000. This is a 1.5 million view video. This pays $9,700. So the AdSense can kind of be different. It's not going to be exact or perfect. It could be dependent on the video title, the type of ads that are getting displayed, the length of the video, how many ads are getting put into it. This one's actually really interesting. This has less than 300K views, $6,300 in AdSense. It's a long video, 20 minutes, probably has a bunch of ads. And it's kind of a targeted video to a specific audience, how to build and host a website from scratch. So I bet the ads are like hosting platforms and very specific because it's targeting a very specific demographic. All in all, I just thought this might be an interesting video for some people. It's kind of relevant, kind of on topic still of coding. I think some of the most successful people nowadays are content creators, and content creation is now as valid of a career path as any other career path. It does not feel risky or unsafe to do at all whatsoever. And if anything, it benefits you in every aspect of your life other than privacy. And guys, I'm just showing you guys this for education, no ulterior motive. I'm not even doing sponsorships or ads right now. I'm just posting for fun right now and seeing if people are just interested in watching anything I do. So if you like this video, leave a like, thumbs up, and drop a comment what else you might want to hear about from me. And yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. And yeah, talk to you guys later. I'll respond to some comments maybe. So comment. Peace. Bye.